Hey, my friends, Josh over here at Heritage Wealth Planning. I'm going to share with you a quick just topic on bad Social Security planning and advice. I don't even know if that's the right word. Have you even followed this plastic straw controversy? Well, the plastic straw thing is that we're banning plastic straws. We're going to make it illegal. In fact, it's illegal in, I think, Santa Barbara. If you issue a plastic straw, you could literally go to prison. Well, the premise of this is based on research from a 9-year-old kid, and he's growing up to he's 18 now, and he still can't replicate his research he had. So the whole basis of the plastic straw thing is somewhat shaded. I'm a skeptic of it, frankly, but whatever. At the end of the day, you can't research has to be replicated for it to be legitimate, and they can't do that. So the whole basis of it is that the research to begin with that a 9-year-old child started with, it's just silly. But unfortunately, we get the same kind of stuff in financial planning. And I'm going to share with you something on Social Security that actually bothers me because it's becoming almost similar to the plastic straw phenomenon now. And it's from the Nationwide Research Institute. They do a survey, I guess, every year where they survey people on their knowledge of Social Security, knowledge of Medicare, what their expectations of Social Security are, what their expectations of retirement planning is. And I've seen this now. This is about the 3 times in the last 2 days I've seen it highlighted in the articles that the trade rags I read. And it actually starting to get my nerves because like you guys you're missing the point of what the survey says. And I don't know why that it's so difficult to figure this out. And just the critical mind that I have, and I'm a natural cynic, not going to lie to you, but I just say what you're saying doesn't have any reflection on the reality. And yet everyone now is taking this and running with it as if there's some basis of truth there. So let me just show what I'm talking about. It actually drives me up the wall. If I can find out how do I control let's see if I can screen share. Oh, sweet. If that can work, that'd be fantastic. I'm going to go over here. And I think if I screen share, you can't see me. And so I'm hoping you see this right here. You can see I got a ton of other tabs up here. All right, so this is from Financial Advisor Magazine, and you probably don't get Financial Advisor Magazine. That's fine. But the reason I want to show this to you is because they're using this Nationwide Research or Retirement Institute. Americans have serious misconceptions about Social Security and retirement, even as they approach their retirement date. The nationwide survey of adults over 50 reveals that expectations of pre-retirees aren't realities for current retirees. So the first thing I said is, well, what is the surveys? Who are these people that they're surveying? It's going to be tough for you to see. It's conducted by a firm called Harris Poll. And if you're following politics at all, you'll be familiar with these guys. And at least their political polling was left a lot to be desired last year. But anyway, they surveyed 1,007 adults aged 50 and older conducted online. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means I don't know what that means. I remember you can do an online poll. It's just not, you can't quantify it as anything legitimate unless there's some kind of structure put in there that they say, we would like for you to go online and fill out the survey. If they don't do that, then this is just, it doesn't mean anything. But let's just assume, because Harris Poll is somewhat well known, that they did it correctly and that they actually able to identify legitimate people, that the survey numbers were skewed. All right, so they surveyed those people with 150,000 or more of income, i.e. affluent adults, with 522 adults aged 50 or older who have or are caregivers. Caregivers are defined as those providing paid or unpaid long-term care to a friend or family neighbor or family member, not through an agency, business, or non-government entity. Then they weighted it for race or gender and all that. So that's all good. All right, so there's your survey right there. The nationwide survey of adults over 50 reveals that expectations of pre-retirees aren't the same for current retirees. Well, so the people over 50, and here's the thing that ticks me off. The future retirees estimated their Social Security income to be $1,578, but current retirees report an average monthly benefit of only $1,487. And so what's the headline say? Americans lowball retirement expenses, overestimate Social Security. And I mean, if I'm 50 years old, I should be estimating my Social Security to be higher than some guy who's already on it. Does that not make sense? I don't, for the love of me, I don't understand. And this is getting in the vernacular that Americans are essentially saying, oh, you get a lot more Social Security than I am. I'm expecting to. No, you can easily expect to get 1578, even if the average monthly benefit of someone on there now is only getting 1487. If I'm 55 and you're 75, we're both affluent, quote unquote, and you're making 1487 right now in Social Security, that has nothing to do with my expectations of Social Security being 1578. It means nothing because you're already getting it. I'm still working. I'm still contributing to my 30 years average index monthly earnings, on top of the cost of living adjustments, on top of the fact I'm not going to take it for 10, 15 more years or something. It's stupid. And this is becoming more and more vast. And basically what this is saying is, look, you're not saving enough. So let me go back to myself. Let's see if they say anything else. Retirees and near retirees are pessimistic about the future of Social Security, with more than 3/4 of the respondents reporting concerns that Social Security funding will run out during their lifetime. Yeah, because that's what we've been told. They say 52% believe that the administration of Donald Trump will cut Social Security benefits. Whatever you think about Trump, that just gives you an indication of who they're surveying. Because, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I don't even care if you like Trump or not. The idea that someone's going to cut Social Security and maintain political street cred is not going to happen. And this right here, pre-retirees may drastically underestimate their cost of living, according to the report. Most non-retired respondents anticipate 29% of their benefits on housing, 23% on groceries, 20% on healthcare. However, most of the current retirees report spending more of their benefits on healthcare than housing. All right, so many things going on there. Spending money on healthcare is specific to the individual. It has nothing to do with the average. It's just specific to the individual. And in fact, I hate to say it, but if you're a fluent person, you're probably spending more on healthcare anyway than just the average Joe that's running around out there. More than half of future retirees, 53%, said they expect to cover half or more of their living expense in retirement with their Social Security benefits. Yet the program is designed to replace 40% of an average retiree's pre-retirement income. All right, so again, they're not surveying the vast. Let me see if I can't get myself back on here. How do I do that? Bear with me just. How do I go back here? Oh, here we go. All right. No, stop. So let's see if that does it. So I'm going to try to get myself back on there. Do I go here? Oops. I'm not sure where we're at here. There we go. Okay, good. I'm back on there. All right. So anyway, at the end of the day, they are not surveying the vast, broad range of people. They're surveying people who are 50, and then they're surveying people who are currently retired. And they're saying the people who are surveying think that healthcare is going to be more expensive than the people who are currently retired. And they're saying, housing is going to be more expensive than the people who are currently retired. There just is you cannot make these comparisons. They don't compare. One is someone who has yet to retire. One is someone who's in retirement right now. There's just no reason to make these comparisons. What they should do is define it up, saying, okay, in bands, if you retired 5 years ago and you're 5 years out from retirement, what is different that you should have thought about 5 years previous? That would make a whole lot of sense. But to just simply say a guy who's 70 and a lady who's 50, and these are things that they're missing or overlooking, it's silly. There's no legitimacy there. And the thing that bothers me is that everyone now is starting to say, oh my goodness, Social Security, you're only going to get 1473. Well, that's what a 75-year-old guy is. I'm 48. They said, how much you expect to get from Social Security, Josh? I'd say $2,200. How do I know that? Because I just ran the calculation. That's what it shows me. Even if I stopped working today, I get $2,200. Somewhere I can't remember, but it's more than 1473. So that means I'm overestimating the amount of my Social Security benefits. Well, according to nationwide research, it would be, because I'm only going to get 1473 or whatever it is, according to the average person on it today. Guess what, nationwide? I'm not on it today. I'm not taking it for another 20 years. So why use that number as any kind of representation of what I think, or that I'm not saving enough, or I'm overestimating my Social Security benefits? And lastly, why use that number to say I'm overestimating how much, or underestimating how much I'm going to spend in retirement? It's fear tactics, my friends, and it bothers me. That's not to say throw caution in the wind and start lighting cigars with $100 bills. Not like that at all. It is to say, on the other hand, though, that when we start seeing these things, these clickbait articles in financial planning journals and this came from, I think it was USA Today as well. USA did a big study on this. You got to say to yourself, what are they trying to assess here? What's nationwide trying to do? Do you think they could be trying to say you need to start saving more money? Yep. Why? Because they hope you save it through them or buy an insurance product to protect you. Yep, exactly. Is that nefarious? No, it's not. But that's their pitch, is like, if this were to come to fruition, you could be in a world of hurt. You better start saving money, or you better buy the insurance products. They don't say that, but that's the implication, of course. And I just don't like it. I don't like playing on fears that people are going to have these horrendous retirements if they don't put more and more money away. I just read this article this guy put on YouTube. He said you need $10 million to retire. And I just don't get this fear monger. I just don't understand it. Anyway, I just needed to point that out because it bothers me. And all these people are out there as if these are actual things that are going to happen. And I find it to be completely a lack of creativity or lack of, critical thinking, if nothing else, that goes into these scare tactics and headlines. And if you watch this YouTube channel, I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to tell you not to be scared, but in this case, the reasons to be scared aren't this. There's just not this. We're Social Security, underestimating Social Security, or overestimating your income in retirement, or overestimating your Social Security benefits and underestimating how much you're going to spend in retirement. That's just not, absolutely. It's just not something that you need to be concerned with right now. Just don't. That does not mean you should not watch that stuff. It just means do not watch these scare tactics and start saying, oh, I got to live like a pauper today or else I'm not going to have any money in the future. It's not, life's too short. All right. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Again, just my diatribe of the day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.